Hey everyone, Mr. Devil here, Kenny Danico, 3-time Stanley Cup champion of the New Jersey Devils, and you're listening to the Uncle Puckers New Jersey Devils podcast. Let's go Devils!
Smithies, are they booing me?
No, they're saying Boo Earns. Boo Earns.
Are you saying boo or boo earns? I was saying boo earns.
Are they saying boo or
boo? No. Last night, I'm pretty certain everybody was saying Lou.
yes? That
Do
was
better.
Oh
Stop
shit!
doing stupid shit.
Oh yeah. So Luke had a bad night at work yesterday, boys. Yeah.
Have you ever seen the Seinfeld where he goes to a heckler's office and just starts heckling her while she's sitting in her office? It's very funny. All right, well, that's the end of my story since you guys know what I'm fucking talking about.
I was never, you know what? I'm not a big Seinfeld guy. I didn't watch it a lot. I don't know why. For some reason, I just never watched Seinfeld. Every time I have seen an episode, I enjoyed it. But I was not a big Seinfeld guy.
It's on all day, every day. If you want to throw it on,
that's mostly where I wasn't like, ooh, it's Thursday night, I gotta watch Seinfeld. I'm talking more after the fact. Like it was always on TBS at like 6:30.
Wow. So we stink again.
Yeah, the board's going crazy. That's nice.
What's that?
Everybody's very happy, obviously, on the board
here.
Oh
my god, they're
talking amongst themselves.
Yeah. I mean, look. It's so frustrating, right? We should have won that, that game, but there was a game of mistakes. I mean, I'm not going to shit all over Luke. He's getting enough of it. I think it's really funny though, that like there are people taking sides on either side. Should he have been booed? Should he have not have been booed? Guy makes $63 million contract. Like, who gives a shit if he's being fucking booed? Like, in no way, shape, or form does that bother me. Like, if you paid your money to go to that game, personally, never would have done it. I'm not a guy that does it. But if you pay your $100 and whatever dollars and take your time off to go and enjoy a game and you see an effort like that, fucking boo it. If we get fuck up at work, we get our asses chewed out, we get clients taken away from us, all the other bullshit that goes with it.
I mean, I don't really fuck anything up though.
Well, me and Bobby do. You and I understand.
Bobby doesn't fuck anything up. Bobby's never fucked anything up in his life.
Okay, I'm the only fuck up here. Jesus Christ.
Jeez. I mean, yeah, seriously. That's why we're gonna start calling you Luke.
I think like people are like, oh, he shouldn't have been booed. Like, are we really worried about his little feelings? Like, are we?
I'm not worried about his feelings. I just think it's misguided and stupid. Like, it's
sure, but people in general are misguided and stupid.
Well, fair, and like, yeah, but New Jersey hasn't exactly top the charts of like fucking IQ tests, I'd imagine. But it's like
good point.
We're missing the point here. Like the first. I know, yeah.
Hey, you fucking animals.
who's all from New Jersey? The first goal, like that shit happens to everyone. Like your net front play. Fucking goes off your stick.
You know who it doesn't happen to? Those who go to the wall or behind the net. Doesn't happen.
The second goal was a fucking horribly stupid fucking decision, and it's something that I wanted to talk about because I think it's something that permeates his game as well as Jack's. They're both very confident players. And that can be problematic sometimes. Same thing that happened to Jack in that was it the Capitals game where he cut right up the ice, center of the ice in the D zone, gave the puck away. It's like you need to get better at mitigating the risk in your game because both of them are risk reward players, and you just need to learn better to live to fight another day. We do want them taking chances, but measured chances, and this is just fucking stupid just to like cut in front of the net like that. Especially with like a fucking meathead like Taylor Hall right on your ass. Like, go behind the net, spin off and go back up the wall. Like, why are you doing that? So that's what I'm pissed about. But you know what? Like, the boo shouldn't be for Luke. Yeah, he fucked up twice. I get it. The boo should be for Jesper Bratt, Nico Hischier, Dawson Mercer, Jack Hughes, and Timo Meier. Tuesday, we are playing the New York Islanders. Matthew Schaefer has 12 goals. Matthew Schaefer would be tied for the goal lead on our fucking team.
And he's how old
with
again?
all those
18,
guys.
and he's a defenseman.
18-year-old defenseman. So it's like
Look,
boo away. Like boo all you want, but boo the right
agree.
people.
I
Start
agree.
a fire Fitz chant.
Well, that's what should have been started. I just, this team's a goddamn, I get, you win a couple of games and you start feeling a little good. Like, okay, they're going to start. All they have to do is just put a few of these together. You're right back in it. You start feeling good about yourself. And then you have last night, which was like the entire team having a fucking complete mental breakdown. Bobby.
Yes.
Your thoughts, sir?
No, the girls are fighting in the comment section.
Let them fight.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm really annoyed. So there's a couple of things that annoy me a lot. I have a lot of things that annoy me. We're going to hone in on two of them.
Okay.
The first is people who drive around parking lots trying to get like 10 feet closer to a parking space. Especially like,
Wait, what
at the
did you
gym.
say? These guys are getting nasty with each
Wait,
other. This is awesome.
Yeah. So Angle and Mike Ruff are going to fight. Love it.
I like it. We
You
should
can
do it
arrange
online. Do it on the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, there we go. There's some extra pucker revenue.
Yeah.
$50 to watch them fight.
Ooh,
I have no
pay per
idea what
hooker.
they look like, but let's do it. All right, Bobby, I'm sorry. What makes you mad?
Like when you circle around a parking lot looking for something that's like 10 feet closer, and it especially drives me fucking nuts, like at the gym where you're going to work out and you're trying to get closer to the door. It's like, hey, why don't you park 100 yards away and count your steps? You know what I mean? Like, this is bullshit right here. Just get going. The other thing is absolutely shitty hockey and losing hockey.
That's hilarious. Sorry.
Oh, so they're separate. I thought you
Yeah,
were
they're
somehow
separate.
tying the
These are the two
parking
things
thing
on my
into
mind
the
today.
hockey. It was just the
Yeah.
parking thing annoys me, and
right.
so does this.
Correct.
Okay, I got you now.
Equally as bad. So, listen, they didn't even play a terrible game yesterday overall. Mistakes happen. I just kind of fed up with the way they execute. And Tim, you're right. The boos have to go from management down to superstars. It's just annoying. Like, I don't know where else to go with this. It's really annoying. We had this great show last time. We're talking about the momentum they had. And we literally said they win this one. That makes this way different than if we lose this one. Lose this one, it's right back to where you were. Step forward, step back. Nothing great. So I'm very disappointed.
Yeah, that's the general thought I have. It's like, it's just, I said this a couple weeks ago, like I'm kind of out on these guys. Like I'll watch these games, but like I'm not gonna get emotionally like my panties in a bunch or like get talked into them or talked out of them. It's just kind of, they are just so incredibly average, and it sucks. It kind of sucks because I was genuinely excited going into this season. They've just completely failed this fan base, from players, management, ownership. Everyone has failed this fan base. And I think in a lot of the discourse that I kind of agree with going around today from the national media, because everybody was talking about Luke Hughes getting booed. It was on 32 Thoughts. It was on Mark.
Was it really? I was out on the road all day. I didn't get a chance.
It was
to
on.
to
It was
anything.
on like even Rupper and Johnny Lasters, because Rupper was in the building last night. Rupper's been going fucking to the wall for Luke. So it's just like this is such a frustrating team. It's been like this for years, and it's like I keep trying to talk myself into them, but it's been right in front of us. Like they're just a completely average team. So I still think they're going to make the playoffs. I think they're going to rip off a couple of wins and get back into it. But I don't think they're going anywhere.
I wish I had your optimism on the playoffs. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. I think that this team, unless something is done, which again, we've talked about a million fucking times, and it's not going to get done. Nothing is going to get done. Jay's kind of right about that. They're comfortable. There's no fucking fight in these guys. Like I watch them, and sometimes they just make me so angry because I feel like it's just this lackadaisical bullshit. Nobody really getting in front of the net. Nobody fighting. I mean, Carolina won every fucking board battle last night. A little bit late in the third that we started waking up a little bit. But our neutral zone play, like, good thing our goaltending was good, or has been good, because I think these 1-2 goal losses would end up being 3, 4, 5 goal losses at this point. And I just don't have any faith. I don't. I always was a Hughes brother believer, right? Jack and Luke. I never shit on these guys too much. but it's kind of like, I'm kind of done with them. I'm kind of done with Jack and the injuries and then not, kind of being that fucking guy. I love him, but like, we need more from you when you're healthy. And then Luke didn't help his case last night. So
Jay Snow, it's
sorry.
THEY'Re. Thank you. Sorry.
Where is the grammar police here?
I'm just being a grammar dork just to distract. But
the playoffs, they're a joke. They are a joke.
They are.
Yes.
They fucking are.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what has to change. I don't know if Tom Fitzgerald even knows what has to change, but right now the team's a fucking disaster.
Do you know what is abundantly clear now? Like, it was a big beef I had with the way that the contracts go. Remember that? I was like, I know the new contract system, right? You get this big money paying for what you're going to do. And the hope is that you're paying a little bit more upfront now, that you're getting kind of a deal down the road. And I just steadfastly disagree with that. And I'll probably never change. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, we have a $9 million roster spot right now. Forget about the fluke. I'm not talking about just those two gaffes last night, but like, we have nowhere near a $9 million player from Luke Hughes right now. I don't understand the urgency to spend this kind of money and assume people are going to be good. What happened?
He was holding out, Bobby. He was holding out for that money. No, I'm saying though, like I don't know if Tom Fitzgerald was too keen on giving him the $9 million a year, but this dude held out.
He did,
but didn't have much of a fucking choice.
So we get so and by we I mean like GMs in the league. We get so wrapped up in like, God forbid I lose this high asset pick that I got and it didn't work out. When maybe you got to have the balls to say, you want to play this game? We're moving you. Find something of equivalent. Maybe it's not as good. Maybe it's not. Like, and again, this is not Luke bashing. This is just me not liking the system that puts this money in place now, because it's part of the handcuffing that we have going on this year. And he's not a $9 million a year player yet. He probably won't be next year either. But it's real money on the books. So,
well,
again, I just wanted to bring that up one more time.
So here's where I will. Two things here. So I think based on kind of where and yes, it is a systemic problem. Like it is a problem with how we've started giving long-term contracts that are kind of upfront bets to younger players. I kind of agree that that's a problem. On the flip side of that, Fitz still operates in this world where he gives long-term contracts as kind of a reward to veterans that are fucking over the hill. So like we're kind of stuck in both of those worlds. But where Luke was, I don't think it was a bad gamble. And I do think Luke is going to be well worth that contract at some point. Like I just, I mean, we're 40 games into the first year of it. Like,
get it.
I know you obviously get that, but I just think where he was at the end of last year, there's no reason to think that he wasn't going to pick up from there and take it to another level. His development has stalled and or fallen off a cliff a little bit. It's got his last like 2 weeks or so, 3 weeks have been far better, and you can actually see that in his game score, his average game score going up. But you're right. It's just he's just not worth it right now. But like, there's nothing we can kind of do about that, and he's not going anywhere.
I'm not ready to give a letter grade on Luke Hughes' contract, and it's way too, in my opinion, it is way too early to see if this contract is worth it. I think we all kind of knew in the summer when he was signed, rather, it wasn't even in the summer, when he was signed, like, he's got to grow into this contract. None of us thought right away we have a $9 million defenseman. Like, we knew we had to grow into it. So I'm still like, there's 7 years left here. I'm willing to sit back on the grace, 6.5 grace period on this and see how he does over the next couple of years. It's the other contracts that are the bigger problem to me. It's the Hamiltons and the Pilots and that shit that has completely handcuffed this team from making any kind of fucking meaningful moves at all. That and our general manager is a fucking incompetent prick who needs to be fired immediately.
Do you know who just announced a new press conference, by the way? Like, Steve Stais had a press conference, the Ottawa general manager, a couple weeks ago. Ottawa's worse than the Devils.
Yeah.
And the GM.
Good question, Beachmaster. I wish I had an answer for you. Politics is fucked up, but I agree with you. Go ahead. Sorry.
what was I saying? Oh yeah, the GM of Winnipeg, worst team in the league right now. Went from unprecedented. Might go from President's Trophy to the worst team in the league. Cheveldayoff just announced that he's having a press conference. Where the fuck is our general manager? Like, this guy is such a pussy that he goes into hiding. Like, he did a victory lap during our 8-game winning streak. Went on like 2 or 3 different shows, and now he's vanished off the face of the earth. Where the fuck is this guy? Like
he's a fucking
you
joke.
You need to stand up and fucking face this. You need to own this. But it's that's what frustrates me the most out of this. And I think you guys said it on your last show after Bob talked about me getting fired. Was
soft suspension.
One show suspension. Sorry, I was celebrating my birthday with my family.
Happy birthday, Timmy! Forgot, dude. Happy birthday.
Stop.
That's awesome.
Keep going. Come on.
We're gonna get the crew to sing for you.
Please don't. Boo. Are you saying Boo earns?
Boo or Boo earns? I believe they're saying Boo earns, sir. All right, go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
Yeah, that's really kind of it. It's like all these other GM. Like, I'm really kind of curious to see what Cheveldayoff says about his team and the current state of his team. Like, he's having a press conference. Like, what's he going to talk about? Like, is he going to shit on everybody? Is he going to shit on are they firing the coach? Like, what are they going to talk about? Because Winnipeg could be in a worse situation than we are. It's just everything about this whole year has been so frustrating because and we said it was like, this is a shitter get off the pot. And we are at the get off the pot portion of this. Like, no one should be safe. Like, I'm willing to move on.
Before they start singing, because we'll probably get cut, YouTube will probably ban the whole show because I played the Beatles. So I'm just going to have Bobby sing you the rest of it.
Yep, not going to happen. Go on,
God damn it.
Thank you, everybody.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Yeah, I got a haircut too.
So what do you think Cheveldayoff's going to say? Hey, we're going to start moving some guys?
I know we suck. Stores open. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Can we go get Hellebuck? Markstrom for Hellebuck? 1 for 1? Oh, who says no?
How about I don't know. Let's see. There's Kyle Connors there, Mark Scheifele. Let's get Scheifele.
I'd take both of them.
Yeah. So look, you got to do something. This is not working. It's not going to work. That's it. This is it's just the facts.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
And I'm stealing this. I'm stealing this bit from the Devil's Insiders podcast. What players have you noticed improved or gotten better under Sheldon Keefe?
Nemec.
Well, I mean, that was kind of from here to
well,
it's kind of nowhere to go.
Got one.
Nowhere to go but up. But
right.
None. I can't think of a one.
Damn it, man.
Like, I just what I've noticed about I'm really kind of out on Keefe. Like, I think he's a good coach. I just think he's a round hole for a square peg on this team. Just something about his systems and the way our talent and personnel line up, it's just not working. It's not working. I'm like our offensive zone systems, like one of their primary kind of set plays, even though there aren't really a lot of set plays, is they pop a forward out high in between the 2D off of, and so like it actively takes people away from the high danger areas. Like our most dangerous chances are fucking like wristers from the blue line, where maybe we hope we get traffic, and we don't have any personnel that seems to want to stand in front of the net and either screen or get tips or anything like that. Like I've said before, we have no one with a deflection skill set, no one with a flash screen skill set. The other issue, is we have a whole series of fucking grenade launchers on defense. Like, that's part of our zone exit problem. That's part of our neutral zone problem. Is
we don't use our speed.
We have no speed. Like,
we don't utilize the fucking speed that we have. We have a lot of really good skilled guys, and you see it whenever we're in the overtime and it's 3-on-3. Like, why not abandon things a little bit once in a while and use that speed and pressure? You go back to the 22 season with the, Lindy Ruff's 112 points. Like, we were great defensively because we had puck possession for fucking 90% of the game. We hounded these teams. They had no answers for our speed. And I know it was, they kind of teams figured us out a little bit, but like, we have to get back at least a little bit to that. I have a question for you guys. One of them has to go. Tom Fitzgerald or Sheldon Keefe, who do you fire right now today?
Fitzgerald.
It's got to be Fitz. He's the problem. In my opinion. See, look, we've gotten, we said we needed goaltending, all that shit, right? We got some goaltending. We got some better defensive players. We got some depth on the third line. We got a new head coach. Like, we kind of did all the other things, except what was the common denominator for why this shit still doesn't fucking work? It's the guy running the show. Like, eventually ownership has to stop and say, hey, the buck's got to stop with you. You need to go. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. And like you said, where is he? Where is he?
And I feel bad for whoever's going to replace him that's going to come in and be like, all right, how's our cap sheet? Look at him and be like, oh, God. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this thing?
Bobby, you look like you have thoughts.
Bobby's got thoughts.
I have thoughts. I have a question, but it would be a deep dive question. I don't think you guys would be ready to answer it right now. But I'll say it, and let me know if you want to save this for a segment for another show that we can actually prepare for. So if you're looking at standard team, right? So we got 12 forwards, 6 defense, 2 goalies, so 20 players. So of our active roster right now, and for argument's sake, let's just say that Nemec is part of this roster instead of White because he was more recently here, and Kovacevic's still kind of that extra man behind. What's a fair number? You got 20 players on the team. Give me 50% you got to keep, and the rest you don't care about. What half of this team do you keep if you actually want to have a character team? Mind you, we're never going to trade 10 players for 10 new players and make a whole new team, right? But what would you do? Like right now, the league goes to 64 teams or whatever, and you're losing half your team. Okay, what are your 10 guys that you think you'd want to keep and continue to build around?
All right, so let's do this kind of by the numbers. I like this little exercise. Okay, so we have right now Nico.
We're writing these down.
Nico is centering Jack and Brat. Do you guys? I personally, if we only can keep 10 and we got to move 10, I'd like to maybe keep these 3. I'm okay with these 3 guys. How about you guys? Anybody you want to move?
Yeah, I mean, I think those would be 3, yes, that I would probably try and keep.
Right. I agree. Bob?
Not sold on if I keep Brat. I need to look at this more as a cumulative.
Okay.
So I wasn't prepared to answer this either. It just kind of came to me like.
No, it's just fun though. All right.
Legit,
so Brat,
you can't blow up a team that big. So my question would be like, who do you really think you could start to build?
I personally, right now, I don't think there should be anybody that's untouchable on this team.
I agree with that.
I agree with that too, but that's why I went to the extreme of
but
saying we're losing 10 guys.
Okay.
So let me.
Well, Grits, Mercer, Timo. Who do I out of that line? Who do I absolutely want to stay? It's Gritsuk, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'll play it your way too, since there's some structure to it. So for me, go back to your first line as of right now, and I'll need 10 total, so I'll keep them later. Right now, I'll keep Jack and Nico, and I agree with you guys on the third line. Grits would be the one I'd want to salvage if I were tearing down.
Okay, so Nico and Jack are staying. Brat right now is a question mark. Grits is going to stay, and Mercer and Timo are possible out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then we go to the third line. Palat, Glass, and Brown. Personally, Palat's gone. I want the other 2.
Yep.
I agree.
Yep.
All right, then we go down to the fourth line right now. It's been
all of them gone.
I'm not going to keep Cotter. I mean, I'm going to put Cotter instead of Lemico because Cotter has had the lion's share of play. And Nason, I'm fine with all 3 of those guys gone.
Yes.
So now that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We already have 6 guys gone.
All right, I got
So,
5.
so we got rid of the
Everyone
fourth
goes good.
line, Palat
Yep.
and Mercer, right? And
And
Timo.
Timo. But maybe we keep Timo.
I don't know. I'm on the fence.
All right, so I'm going to put a question mark.
Can I phrase it this way?
Please.
I would be willing to keep one of Bratt or Timo,
Okay.
but not both.
Yeah. And again, we're assuming here we're not going to get scrubs. We're going to get something of decent value. It's
Comparable
just
value.
hypothetical.
Yes, I get it. I get it.
Defensively, Siegs and Hamilton.
I think that's both.
Both of them. Okay.
I'm done with Siegenthaler. I've had enough.
Okay. So now we need 2 new defensemen. And then we have Pesci and Luke.
I keep them both.
Keeping both.
Yeah.
And then we have, you said not to put White in. Are we doing?
I would.
I'll do
Yeah, I would say
Dylan
consider
Nemec.
Nemec. Because
All right. So
by the way,
Nemec.
where is he? I don't even know. Shouldn't he be back by now? Like, I don't know what the status is on him.
Hopefully.
They said he's going to be available for his Olympic team, so I imagine he's going to be back pretty soon. I'd honestly keep Dylan and Nemec,
I keep them both.
and honestly, I'm crossing out Siegs and I'm putting White where Siegs is.
Okay. So now we're going to keep White. So right now on defense, the only guy that's gone is Hamilton.
Well,
I mean, I cheated a little bit.
Oh, well, Siegs, we switched. We put Colton White in for his spot.
oh, see, I was thinking more like if he goes, because I'm thinking this is where Kovacevic comes back in for me.
Okay.
Well,
so let's put Kobe there.
well, that's what Hamilton's gone. So
Oh, yeah. That's Kobe. So Kobe and White together.
right. Yeah, sure. Or Kovacevic and Dylan and
Right.
White and yeah.
Well, we know. So it's going to be our defense is going to be Kovacevic, White, Pesci, Luke, Nemec, Dylan. Basically, how it should be once these guys are healthy again.
Yeah.
Okay. We have gotten rid of our entire fourth line. Our third line is the only line that's untouched. And then I'm guessing, do we keep? Now we have a Bratt and a Timo thing.
Third line's not untouched.
Who?
Palat's gone.
Oh, Palat's gone. You're right. Okay. So
We forgot about the goalies. I think we know which one we're
get to
getting
that,
rid of.
right?
do we have to get rid of a goalie? I mean, can we keep them both?
I'm telling you, you got to get from 20 to 10, however you want to do it.
All right.
Markstrom's get the fuck out of here.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shit.
I have
We've only gotten rid of 8 guys. I mean, it's still a decent amount.
I mean, you didn't Toronto do that a couple of years ago, where they just let the trade
They
deadline?
swapped out. I think it was a third of their team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I'd be okay with right now. So,
So right now we're
I'd be
stuck at
fine
8,
with
which
that.
is pretty good. So you keep 40% of the team.
hang on a sec.
So
All
What
right,
do you
fuck it.
think,
I'm getting
Tim?
rid of Timo. I'm getting rid of Timo and Brad and Nico. Fuck Nico. So that's 10.
how do you have more than me?
I've gotten rid of Brett, Nico, Mercer, Timo, Palat, Cotter, Glendening, Nason, Siegs, and Hamilton and Markstrom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I got rid of 11. Oops.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, see, that enough's a must keep. I wouldn't know. I want to see the guy play.
I forgot about this fucking guy.
No,
I
because
keep
we can't
forgetting.
use him because he's not playing. That was the
so.
point.
So here's another thing that I've been kind of ruminating on. It was Dadonov was going to be the wing for Jack and Pratt. Like that's how pathetic Fitzgerald is that he took an absolute fucking Hail Mary flyer on a guy like Dadonov to be that wing on that line.
Right.
Like that's fucking crazy to me.
And I was interested in seeing how it would work with that shot because we were just thinking different element on the line. Theoretically, it could work. But yeah, when you look back at it, 2020, I mean, $1 million player playing for it wasn't good. But the whole point of this exercise, whether we got 8, 9, 10, or 11, is like legit. You could burn this thing to the ground. Like there's a couple of key guys you think their services would still translate on any team. Like I like a guy like Brown. I think he's solid. He could play on any team for me. Love what Glass can do. Obviously, Jack and Nico and a couple of our defensemen. The rest, I'm just kind of like, at this point, you're moving parts. No matter how good you think you are, no matter what your salary is, it hasn't worked in a very long time. So you're moving parts.
I honestly, I think one of our biggest problems out of all of this is that Siegenthaler Hamilton deep pair. Like I can't emphasize enough how bad Siegenthaler's been this year. Like he's slow, he can't handle the puck, he brings absolutely zero offensive production. He's supposed to be a pure shutdown defensive guy, and he's not doing a very good job at that. And obviously Dougie with all of his issues that he's had, plus his contract. So it's just like that. Like you replace Colton White with put him in Siegenthaler's place. Like Colton White's the type of guy that we're missing. That sort of solid under the radar two-way player that can move the puck. Like he can move the puck up ice. He can skate. Like there's last night when we were struggling to get the puck out against Carolina, 3 consecutive shifts Colton White had where he skated the puck out himself or passed the puck out himself because he was like, fuck it, I'm going to do it myself because nobody else seems to be able to do it.
I mean, it's sad when you look at a team that going into this season, we had high hopes for possible, top 10 in this league, possible Stanley Cup contender. And you are looking at the complete lineup right now and you're okay with gutting half of it. Right. And that's just a fucking huge indictment on
I'm going to be
how he built this
here
team.
On Fitzgerald too. I think this is the type of guy who would sit back and he looks at his numbers and he's still in this fallen belief system that we got Siegenthaler on a great deal. Yeah. Hence, why would I get rid of a great deal when you can literally move him, free up $3 million in space, and shift White into that? So that's the type. See, this is where I think he just lacks kind of the balls to actually go for it, because I don't care about what your deal is. I don't care about, again, this perception of winning a trade or whatever. Like, it's just got to get done, and nothing's getting done. So here's a guy. Maybe people don't want him. I don't know the conversation. I'm just saying he probably never even thought about it, because in his mind he's thinking this is a manageable asset. And you need those, and you do, but you have replacement players that make a third of that.
Now, meanwhile, he should be going Siegenthaler, Hamilton, Mercer, and Bratt. Like, we need to maybe start dangling these guys around and see what we can get for them. Because
no one's saying to trade them all. We're saying that one big domino piece could just land to another, and then you have something totally different. Maybe 2 of those 4 go, or it's just. I don't know. I just do a lot of stuff.
No, it's an invaluable exercise because it just shows like that you're right, Bob. You're absolutely right. Everybody's like, look at all these great efficient deals, and it's like that's great, but like this game does not live in a spreadsheet, and I get it. Like I lean into analytics and numbers and stuff like that too, but you also got to play the game on the ice. And like I think I kind of bought into this team a little bit because on paper coming into this season, like I thought it was there. Like I thought it was there. The other issue is like, who could have foreseen? I don't think Fitz did. Like, and this is what Fitz can get out of things by. It's like, well, Brad's not scoring and Nico's not scoring. And, look what happened to Dougie and look what happened to Siegs. He's like, I put this team together on paper. Their guys are underperforming. Luke hasn't taken a step. And it's just like, part of your job as a GM is to be able to, to sign those good contracts, but also to manage those assets and understand a depreciating asset and hit at the peak value before it depreciates too much, like with Hamilton and now with Siegenthaler.
And Siegs does have a partial no movement, so he can submit a list of teams that he doesn't want to be traded to. So it's not a full; it's a 10-team trade list. So he's a partial, and everybody on this team has some sort of a fucking no movement.
Our entire D-core does, except for Luke.
I mean, yeah, this is.
It's all the more reason you got to explore which one of them you can do something with. Maybe that's not the preferred guy you want to get rid of, but because of the mess you gave yourself, now I got to trade player B, who I would have preferred to stay over player A, but that's all I can get moving. Just got to get something moving.
But you got to get the right guy back. This team is a bunch of fucking pussies. I mean, there's no other way that I can put this nicely. They are a bunch of pussies. They refuse to. They're the most frustrating team to fucking watch. And then like the Luke thing yesterday, like that, the thing that hurt most about that, like, Lane Hudson has that fucking overtime winner earlier for Montreal. Same with Schaefer, and you see these young defensemen doing these great things. And he's supposed to be our, young defenseman doing great things. And like I said, the jury's out. Last night just kind of was like, oh man, out of all nights to have a fucking bad night at work.
Carolina.
Like, what did his girlfriend just break up with him or something?
And like he was the fan base took that out on the team, but it was Luke in the embodiment of Luke.
Yeah.
Like the fan base was like very frustrated with this team and everything. And Luke was a very easy target to take it out of him. I get that. But if you look at like I said, like the back half of his year last year, he was one of the best defensemen in the league. He was a point per game defenseman.
Yeah, until he got hurt.
And to backtrack my earlier thing, I don't want anyone to think that I'm not all in on Luke Hughes. I think he's going to wind up being a very great, top 2, 3 defenseman. No doubt about that. The contract thing was just more about, again, the business side and the foundation, how it's built. I do believe long-term, this is a great hockey player. And you're right, Tim, that was just, hey, we need to take out our frustrations and we're going to point at a guy because it's magnified in that situation too.
Of course it is.
He didn't come back and get a tying goal or the Devils didn't already score 5. Like it was under a microscope.
We went 0 for 5 on the power play last night. Like
0 for 5.
Yeah, Luke put 2 goals in the net. People can I wouldn't have booed him. I think that was stupid. But if people want to boo him, go right fucking ahead. Again, he does make $9 million. He's a professional athlete. Who cares? The point of the matter is, like, it has been blown way out of proportion. Way out of fucking proportion. Like, Elliot Friedman on 32 Thoughts was like, I wonder who's watching this, Billy Guerin. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, Luke's under contract for 7 more years. Like, shut the fuck up.
Well, that's just fucking stupid. I do want to say something though, because I do. This is something that we talked about in our text thread, and I don't usually do this, but I will read some of these text threads that we did last night because somebody brought it up, and it's about the accountability on this team. So it was after the second. It was the Hall goal, the second fuck up, and so this is in the group to text all of us. Are you fucking kidding me with this ass clown? That's one hell of a bad day. Is the next one. He's got to take a seat. Next one, absolutely. He shouldn't see the ice the rest of the period. This is like halfway through the second. Then there was a 100%. But of course, he's right back out there. Against the good teams, we look like a bunch of pussy bitches. And then, we go on. But there was no accountability for that. Now, is that because it was a Luke thing? Because I'm sorry, I think Lindy Rupp would have sat his ass.
Yeah, and I think
a few shifts.
I think there are 2 schools of thought to look at it though. It's like boo him, hold him accountable. Especially this. Like again, I'll say this again. Say this on Blue in the Face. The first one could have happened to anybody. Like that's just a dumb bounce one up right on a stick.
And we got it right back.
Second one, we did, but the second one was dumb. Was dumb as shit. Like that is 101 stuff that you can't be doing. He probably should have gotten some accountability for that, but I can also see Keefe saying, you know what, brush it off, get your ass right back out there and you know what, from that point on, Luke actually had a very good game.
What side do you lean on?
Me? I'm a positive person, so I'm more about positive reinforcement and saying, you know what, get back out there and tell these people to shut the fuck up.
Bob?
Yeah, I get the I'm a stick with my guy mentality, and you don't want to make it a bigger deal than it is. I think there's a medium area here where you could still sit him down logically and say, listen, you're going to take a few shifts off, get your head right. We're going to get you back in this game. We need you, but not put him out right away.
Yeah,
so
see, I'm more towards that. I just think that this team has no tough love. There is no accountability for certain shit. And it's not just what the message you're sending to Luke. You're sending that message to the whole team. I'm not saying bench the guy for the entirety of the game. Like we were saying, the rest of the second, maybe he misses, half a dozen shifts, whatever, 5 shifts. But at least now the rest of the team knows, you know what, this shit's not going to be tolerated. We can't keep playing this way and just be able to keep our ice time, do all this shit. Like eventually, like you remember a couple of years ago, it was Severson was still on the team. And he made I think it was against the Flyers. I'm not 100% sure. He made some terrible pass. It got picked off. It was the game-winning goal. We lost the game. And Lindy Ruff benched him the next game. Sat him. And I am fine with that. I just think accountability. And when you see a team as soft as we are, and we play like a bunch of fucking little children, yeah, I just think some accountability might not hurt.
Now, there could be another secondary layer to this because I think I have seen this a little bit from Keefe and some of the things he said, where Keefe's saying, I can't bench him and I can't sit him out of game because what am I going to put Dennis Cholowski in his place?
Well, I'm
because
not saying
I have
sit him
no
out of game, but a
I have
couple
no
of shifts.
I have no reinforcements.
But a
Like,
couple of
that's
shifts is what I'm saying. I'm not
yeah.
saying bench the guy, long term.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, sit him down at the end of the period, but like Luke knew exactly what he did wrong.
Sure.
Like, that's the thing. Like he knows. And if he does, the thing is, if he does it again, like that exact type of thing where he tries to cut up the middle with the ice, yeah, then you really got to talk to him.
We need more push-ups for everyone. Push-ups
More
for the
push-ups.
pros. Push-ups right on the ice.
More
My kid
fucking
peeled off
wall
a practice
sits.
drill with 5 seconds
More
left.
wall
He's
sits.
doing push-ups on the ice. If my 11-year-old can do it, Luke Hughes.
Can you
can.
imagine in
By the way-
major league when Wesley
Timeout.
Snipes hits the pop up and he just fucking goes down and starts doing the push ups on home plate? That would have been great. Luke does it again. He just drops his stick, goes down, just starts doing
Go
push
down.
ups.
He'll probably block a goal from going in.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because if you don't bench him, then there's the no accountability side of the house. You do bench him, and then you have this guy that you're trying to develop and build into a 20-25 minute a night defenseman, loses his fucking confidence and does it more. Like I don't know. I don't know. It also depends on a case by case basis. I get Cotter got scratched, but like Cotter fucking sucks.
Other players get benched for far less, though. Other players get benched just for not having an impact, and they remove them from a whole period of a game or the rest of a game. I get what you're saying, dude, and I just really think there had to be something. There just had to be some amount of, and again, spin it positively. I'm a positive guy, too. Sure. I don't want to make an example of him. I want some taps on the shoulder just saying, hey, give me a few minutes off, all right? Yeah. Get it in your head, get it out, and get back out there. Like, to not see that, like, I do get the rah-rah, this is my guy, we're going to build him up. But I mean, just for a minute or two, sometimes you need.
No,
something.
that's fair.
Of this game of this team, and that's where we're kind of going with this, with the accountability and all that. This isn't a well-seasoned team trying for their 3rd Stanley Cup. This is like a team that cannot seem to kind of become what a winning hockey team really is. They just can't seem to get.
It's like they don't want to. It's like they don't want to be that team. It's like they're afraid to take that step. They're afraid to hit that next gear that they have. We've seen it. It's just like what's holding you back? Why can't you do this? Another guy I'm really fucking annoyed about, Jack Hughes. Like, where the fuck was he last night? Like, he was practically invisible. He was just floating around doing his thing. Didn't really look like he gave a shit. It's like he made his Olympic announcement and is waiting to the Olympics, and then that's it. And like, he's just not going to fucking play these couple of months. It's just. Like, I from all these guys, like, it's just every single one to a man. Like, I could call out every single player on that ice. Like, the only guys last night that I actually saw a little bit of fucking heart from was Lemico, Glendening, and Neeson. That was like the only line that was getting any sort of consistent offensive zone pressure. Every other line, these guys go fuck themselves. Even Connor Brown, I love Connor Brown. Do you know how many times he fucked up last night? Just lost the puck at the blue line, lost the puck along the boards in the defensive zone, fumbled the puck in the neutral zone. It kind of probably half a dozen times.
All right. So we know last night was a clusterfuck, a game of mistakes. They got burned, and they, for some reason, still have this Carolina-sized monkey on their fucking back. You have 2 big games coming up tomorrow and Thursday between the Islanders and the Penguins. Okay, both Metro games, you've got to win both of these. And I will say, if they lose these 2 games, there's no chance that they're making the fucking playoffs. I honestly
they lose these 2
that.
games. I'm crossing everybody off my list here.
I mean, as far as this list goes, like, yeah, these are the 10 guys that I'm, or however many we decided, right? They're great. Like, we'll keep them. But there is nobody. I agree with what Tim said earlier. Nobody that's safe. Like, if we got an announcement that Fitz just traded Jack for whatever, like, okay, let's do it then. Like, if we're really going to make some moves to try and make this team fucking better, I don't care who it is, as long as we're getting back the right guys. But you're right. It's kind of like they either, I don't know if it's that they're afraid to kind of take that next step. I just think there's not somebody in that dressing room that can kind of drag them out of this and show them, how to be that elite team and how to compete every night every night for 60 minutes. They don't do it. I don't know if it's a leadership issue, if it's just a coaching issue. I have no idea what the hell it is. But I've had questions as much as I love Nico Hischier, and I have had questions about him as the captain.
Yeah.
And I kind of put them to rest last year because I thought he just really grew as a captain. He played, the team was rallying around him. I'm back to kind of, I don't know. Like I have more questions than answers.
It's just like Fitz. It's like when the team's going great, it's like, that's great. And that's, part of being captain and part of being accountable. Like what he did last night was actually like a good leadership move where he wasn't scheduled to speak with the press. And he was like, no, I'm talking to them about this. Like, I thought that was a good leadership move on his part. But, like, we need to see it on the ice. We need him to drag them on the ice. And, like, Brown, I thought the other day, like him getting up and saying something, because he has been on those teams.
Yeah.
He has been in those locker rooms, like, the past 2 years, going to the Stanley Cup Finals, getting up and saying something. But it's like, something's not hitting in that locker room. Something's not resonating. Like, it's just frustrating. And Luke's standing up for himself, or standing up in front of the press and taking questions too. He's not hiding like the fucking GM is.
No.
Good point.
And I like what Luke said, and I liked what Alan said. They all had his back, and that's how it should be. The guy,
of course.
He made a couple of fucking mistakes. You gotta get past that. To make this booing Luke Hughes thing a big deal, like who gives a fuck if the guy was booed? Like, let's just get back to playing good hockey.
Oh God, Amanda Stein tweeted. Sorry, go ahead.
No, what was that?
Amanda Stein tweeted today. She's like, and one more thing about Luke, I'm so proud of him. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Stop treating these fucking guys like they are fucking children.
Like this should have ended last night. Just stop. Like, move on. These guys have. The biggest problem we have now is the New York Islanders on Tuesday.
Yeah, and that's a big fucking problem.
Yeah, and now Matt Schaefer's out with an illness, and Horvat's hurt. So they don't have their two best players, so we're probably going to get fucking smoked. Yeah,
something's got to get done. Like Tom Fitzgerald right now he's got to make a move ASAP because this thing's going to. But then I also have the other part of me is like, if the team in another week or two are still flailing like this, like Fitz is the kind of guy that's like, well, they're not going to really do anything this year, so I'm just going to stand pat and I'll make all my moves at the end of the year. And at that point, though, like he should never be able to have his job. Like it's that simple. Like he has to right now make some moves for his job, like not just for the team's sake, for his own sake. Because
if the Devils fall out of this, like people are going to start calling about Nico,
and they should.
Yeah,
and they should. I mean, yeah. I mean, we are now more on the seller side than we are on the buyer side. It's just
no. I don't want McKenna. I want Stenberg. That's the guy I want. Or Tynan Lawrence.
I don't know who the fuck I want. I wanted Quinn Hughes.
Yeah,
that's the one I wanted.
The problem is I don't even know what I'd want for this team, like at all, because we're at such a dysfunction level right now. This has to be like, and you need the benefit of time to do this. Like, show me a move, right? And then what can we react on off of that move? Like, what did you get that helps in this one position? Now, where does that next need shift? And then maybe you can actually do something with this in the next couple of weeks. Because if you don't do it soon, we're in deep trouble, dude.
I still think that 4C, 3C, like we really, really need to upgrade Glendening. I think that is a low stakes, easy move to make. Find someone that can plug that hole and take over for Glendening, because he is dragging the play down on this team so badly. Like last night was the first night probably this season where he's really contributed anything at all, and they didn't score at all. He has no goals, like 4 assists.
Our problems are a lot deeper than the fourth line, though. I mean,
I get it. That's but to Bobby's point, like the first move, like just like fill that hole. Like show us you can at least fill a 4C hole that isn't a guy that you got off the scrap heap who's 38 years old. Like that's what's fucking pathetic is like the holes that we had, that top 6 wing and 4C, like he found on the fucking scrap heap.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's Daniel Sprong 2.0 and Daniel Sprong 3.0. It's like stop.
And he almost didn't sign Cody Glass, like one of your most consistent players all year, and you almost didn't sign him. You almost just let him walk away. And you
I actually love
Glass. Put Lemico there.
And that's why I think now 4C is probably what our biggest need is. I think Glass has been a great 3C.
Yeah,
I think him and Brown are a great combo. There's the bones of a decent team are still here. It's just like Like,
Yep.
what happened to Nico? What happened to Brad? Like, Jack, and I know your hands fucked up, but like, you were fucking running train on Washington and you scored in your first game back. Like, where are you, buddy? We need you.
Yeah.
We need, like, if nobody new's coming in, we need Dougie to fucking get his head out of his ass. We need Luke to get his head out of his ass. We need Nemec back. We need these guys to be better fucking hockey players.
Yeah, almost all of them. It's fucking weird.
Well, what do you guys think tomorrow night? I don't know, man. I have a bad feeling.
I don't like playing the Islanders. I think we don't stack up against them when we're going well. I have no expectations that they win that game. I will be, of course, super happy if we do. My honest opinion is we don't get right till Pittsburgh, and then after that we can start seeing if they can put anything together.
Timmy?
I'm not going to make any predictions. We're going to win.
Just, what do you expect? Like, do you think that these guys are going to? Oh wow, we got a Mike Ruff saying a 5-1 win. I like
6-0.
that. A game like that is kind of what we need, right? We need a 6-0 complete ass whooping start to finish.
That was the Mammoth game. That was the Utah Mammoth game. That was like such a complete, like, okay, these guys are back. Like, the Mammoth is a team that we didn't match up very well because they have good speed and they run up and down. Like, and we just fucking dominated them. But unfortunately, we got Carolina on the second half of a back-to-back, and they're just in our fucking heads. So, like, maybe we just toss that game out, because if we win against the Islanders, and then who's Thursday? Is that Philadelphia? Pittsburgh. So if we win those next two games, suddenly that's 4 or 5. And that Carolina game seems a little bit smaller.
And I love that.
This is me being fucking.
Well, that's how you have to look at it.
This is me being delusionally optimistic.
I do the same thing all the time, dude, and I love it. It's just that I haven't stopped saying that for like 3 years. Okay, you know what? This game, I'll just say that was the blip, and forget about this game. Then what do you have? But it's still not translating to a lot of points, and it's definitely not translating to playoff success. And it's just really, I didn't think this would be happening because we kind of came out of the dark. It's really becoming hard to be a Devils fan right now. Like, the enjoyment is not physically there. And literally, we started this podcast when you guys started and I joined, like, optimistic. That was my thing, optimism, like, all the time. This team has literally jaded me, dude. Like, I'm tired of being fooled.
You're making 11-year-olds do push-ups and wall sits on the ice.
But
I did the wall sits. Coach did the push-ups.
For 3 years, we have seen the same fucking thing happen with no changes. Like, it's obvious the core is not the right core, the right mix. We need to change things up. It has been known for years, and nothing is done. Now, yes, Tim, we win the next 2. Okay, 4 out of 5. That's nice. Let's keep that going. But it doesn't change the fact that right now, all we really want is a little bit of a winning streak, when in reality, we should be competing for a Stanley Cup. This team, with how they were left 3 years ago to now, should be a contender in the East. And instead, they have gone backwards every single year. And that is a fucking indictment on everybody in this organization.
I would rather walk away from every game saying they played their hearts out and they played well than care about what the winning is going to start. Like, seriously, I just want to see them fucking care, because it really doesn't look like they do.
Yeah, like, I saw a shift of Connor Bedard back checking his ass off a couple weeks ago. I was like, this team's fucking in like last place. Like, look at this fucking kid. He's busting his ass to get back. I don't see that shit from any of our guys. Like, there's a couple of clips of goals against when Nico's on the ice where he's kind of fucking loafing his ass back.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how they change it. I don't know what they do. I personally think the only way that you're going to change that is to put that right personality in that dressing room, to make a move and get somebody in there, and I know you're not going to get a Tkachuk or anything like that, but in the way that Florida's culture changed overnight when Matthew Tkachuk got traded down there. And that's what this team needs. They need a culture change all around. It's a goddamn country club in there. At least from the outside looking in, that's what it seems like. And they fucking play that way. They are a bunch of fucking the 2095 to 2003 Devils would be like so disappointed in this fucking team right now.
Let me tell you something, dude. So remember at the end of the last show, I told you I was heading over to the Westchester Wolves AAA Tier 1 team.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. I mean, first of all, I don't usually get to sit that close to any hockey
What
game.
what age group was it?
18. They were the big boys. The amount of desire they had on every single shift, the speed at which they were playing, like literally the pros don't even skate to that degree all the time because the pros know how to be pros, leverage some of their energy and do whatever. The feet, the way these guys were moving their feet, everything was a hit. Everything was run and gun. Like it was fantastic hockey, dude. Like it was sick. It was like AHL talent with pure reckless abandon.
That's
so
nice.
Like, the grittiness and the fighting and all that was just gravy, but just that like desire, because they're still in the I'm trying to impress somebody stage, right? This is like the last level before professional hockey, ECHL and above. There's still, you're talking 1% of these people come out of that and make it to anything professional. But just the energy was infectious, dude. I'm talking every shift, every line, incredible. It really makes you kind of miss that kind of like desire. That's why the playoffs are so exciting, right? That's why when it comes down to where every shift is so exciting because there's so much is on the line. That's what I felt like watching this freaking AAA team the other day, and it was awesome.
Well, yeah, because I mean they're not playing for money; they're playing to play the game. They play to enjoy it. Like half, like you said, like 90% of those guys probably won't even go on to play like Division III college.
Yeah,
like so like this is kind of the end of the road for them. Maybe they'll play in some other leagues, but like for me and like the guys I play with, like all roads lead to beer league. Like there's a similar.
They should get that shirt made up. I love that. All shirts lead to beer league.
I think actually the Empty Netters made that. But like there's a group of kids like playing before one of my beer league games the other night. And they're similar, probably not as good as the Pennsylvania area kids because that's like a pretty good hockey area. But they were kind of snickering at like all the old guys, still wearing their gear and like our fucking matching jerseys and shit. And I looked at him, I was like, buddy, you'll be here in no time, kid.
Yep.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, boys. Well, I think we did enough bitching, moaning, and fixing and complaining about this game for the evening. Tomorrow night's another huge one, man. I wanted that game last night so bad because of who it was.
Because of who it was, and that's I think that adds a lot to the layers of the issues. It's just like it's those motherfuckers again that we can't get through.
Yep.
But again, we win tomorrow. We win Thursday. That's 4 points, and we're in second place in the.
Is that right? We'd be in second. Tim left us. What happened?
The Metro. No, I'm here. You can hear me.
So wait. If we win the next two, you're saying we'd be second place in the Metro? How's that?
By points, yeah. I mean, well, we'd be tied with the Islanders.
Okay.
Yeah. Second place
All
in the
right.
Metro is 50. Like that's the other thing is like the East is wide fucking open.
Right.
Wide open.
But that's whatever. But the bottom line is it doesn't matter. Like even if you get in, like this team isn't winning the Stanley Cup. They're not making a long run.
They're not even taking advantage of the fact that it's wide open.
Right.
I know.
That's my
I know.
Where's
That's-
3-4 in a row?
They have
Where's
one of
anything?
the best on paper lineups in the East. Like, but does anyone think we can compete with Tampa Bay or Carolina or Florida if they make it, and they will make it? Like,
one guy that should not have a job, and you, Bob, no, you are the strength and conditioning coach for the Tier 2.
you are the
Quaker.
glue that keeps the Uncle
The
Puckers
Westchester
together.
Quakers.
12.
Whose ass are we firing today? Come on.
So I read something the other day. I didn't realize that it was part of his responsibilities, but part of Dave Rogalski's responsibilities is to pre-scout on the opposing goalie. Like, how the fuck does this guy still have a job if we are one of the worst finishing teams over the past 2 years?
We were wondering how he kept his job for 3 years. How he still has it. I'm with
It's
you.
fucking crazy. Like, so like, and those are other low stakes things. Like our power play's not clicking. Get rid of Colleton. What the fuck's he doing around? Like. You watch him like drawing up plays at the end, like the guy's like, yeah, whatever you say, Jeremy.
Fuck you, Joe Boo. We do it ourselves.
Yeah, like Brad Shaw had a great resume coming in. We got sold a bill of goods on this.
No, we didn't. We didn't. It's because of our fucking team.
Is the players?
Our team is soft. Yes, they refuse to fucking play the way Brad Shaw wants them to play. I'm sorry. I'm putting the most of this year. I mean, Fitz is going to get the lion's share of the blame, but a lot of that is going on the players right now.
I'm talking about moves that you can make that are low stakes that don't affect the salary cap, that are shakeups that can affect the head of the room. Like, look at Buffalo. They fired their GM. I want that for us.
Yes. And they went on a 10-game winning streak.
Yeah. Fucking crazy. Buffalo.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Well, all right, boys. Any final thoughts?
Fuck you guys. Fuck this team. Fuck everybody. See you tomorrow.
Also, well, hang on a second. Also, guys, check out Brick City Hockey Apparel. We should talk more about them because they have some awesome stuff: hoodies, t-shirts, hats, all Devil stuff. They're huge fans. Brick City Hockey Apparel. Use promo code Puckers and get 20% off your order. Puckers. Brick City Hockey Apparel. Check them out. And I guess that's about it. So if you guys hit the like and the alerts and the, subscriptions and all the other bullshit that goes along with it, we really appreciate it. For Bobby and Tim, I'm Chris. We're the Uncle Puckers, and we'll see you when we see you.
Bye-byes.
Suck a dick.
It's over, Johnny. It's over.
Still can't believe Fitz is in the Epstein file.